Hello students, good morning all of you. Today we are going to start your second year PUC syllabus. Students, as you know, this year means in second year PUC, you have to study about the two parts regarding the economics subject. Before going to further study, I would like to clear the basic points or the basic concepts regarding to economics subject. So students, today we are going to start the first part of the economics, that is the microeconomics. In the microeconomics, first chapter is introduction, means the introduction of the microeconomics. Students, all of you know economics is a very interesting subject. Likewise, it is also the wide subject. What happened? Studying economics, sometimes it may be create the confusion in our mind. That is why the subject matter of economics, which is divided into the two parts, means the economics studied under the two broad branches. First one is the micro and second one is macroeconomics. See here, to understand the subject matter of the economics is divided into the two parts. First one is the micro and second one is the macro. Microeconomics and macroeconomics, these two terms first coined and used by the Professor Ragnar Frisch in 1920. The word micro and macro, these two terms derived from the Greek words, means the word micro, which is derived from the Greek word micros, and the word macro, which derived from the Greek word that is macros. Then, what is micro and what is macro? Micro means small and macro means large. Means the microeconomics which deals with the small units of the economy, whereas the macroeconomics which deals with the overall performance of the economy. Students, to understand the meaning of the micro and the macroeconomics, I will give one example. See here, look at this picture. This is a picture of the forest, and all of you know the forest consists the variety of the trees or the different types of the trees. Here, suppose if I am going to study only a single tree in that forest, then it is called the micro. See here what I said. If I am going to study only a single tree in that forest, then it is called the micro. But if I wanted to study the whole forest, what I said, if I wanted to study the whole forest, then it is considered as a macro. See here, if only I am going to study a single tree, then it is called the micro. And if I wanted to study the whole forest, then it is considered as the macro. Students, take the another example. See here. Here the income of the family. Suppose in the family there are the 4 persons. They are the A, B, C and D. And suppose here the earning of the A is the 1000 rupees. Earning of B is 2000 rupees. Earning of C is 3000 rupees. And earning of the D is 4000 rupees. So the total income of the family is 1000 plus 2000 plus 3000 plus 4000 is equal to 10,000 rupees. And if I wanted to study only about the earning of the A person, then it is called the micro. Likewise, suppose if I wanted to only study about the earning of the C person, then it is called the microeconomics. But if I wanted to study the overall earning of that family, means the earning of the A, earning of the B, earning of the C and earning of the D also, then it is called the macroeconomics. See here what I said. If here I wanted to study only the earning of the A person or the earning of the C person, then it is called the micro. But if I wanted to study the overall earning of the family, means the earning of the A, B, C and D, the overall earning of the family, then it is called the macroeconomics. Means students, the microeconomics, it is the study of the individual behavior, means it deals with only the small units of the economy. For example, the individual consumer, individual firm, individual income, individual wage, individual price, etc. etc. Means that the scope of microeconomics, it is a narrow. And what is the aim of the microeconomics? The aim of the microeconomics means in the microeconomics, here the individual agents, means the individual person, only they think about their own interest and profit. Whereas the macroeconomics, which concern with the overall performance of the economy, and the scope of the macroeconomics, it is wide. And here the goal of the, means in the macroeconomics, the goal of economic agents, it is, means to get a maximum welfare of the society. Means in the macroeconomics, they only think about the maximum welfare of the society. But in the microeconomics, the aim of the individual person or aim of the individual agent, it is only, means they only think about their own interest and their own profit. So in fact, the microeconomics looks at the economy through the microscope, because to find the working of the markets for the individual commodities and to find the working of the markets for the behavior of the individual consumers as well as the producers also. So in brief, the microeconomics studies the problems of the individual units For example, the household, a firm, a industry, or a consumer. Means the microeconomics which studies the problem of the price determination, the allocation of the resources, means the distribution of the goods and services. The students, why we study, or why there is a necessary to study of the microeconomics, or what are the uses of the microeconomics? First one is the allocation of the resources. Allocation of resources means the distribution of the goods and services. All of you know the microeconomics which studies the behavior of an individual consumer, or it studies the behavior of the individual firm in a particular situation. So, the microeconomics which helps in the proper allocation, means in the proper distribution and utilization of the goods and services. Why? Because to produce the various types of the goods and services. Means the microeconomics which helps in the proper allocation, means the proper distribution of the goods and services to produce the different types of the goods and services. Then second one is to understand the working of economy. Here the microeconomics which helps us to understanding the working of the free enterprises which are exist in economy, means it gives us an idea about the major economic decisions are taken in the market economy. Means it gives an idea, or the microeconomics which help us about to take an idea about the major economic decision which are regarding to the market economy. Then third one is the price determination. Microeconomics helps, or it maybe explains the determination of the relative prices of the various goods and services which is based on the demand and supply. Means the microeconomics helps to decide or to determination of the different prices of the related goods or relative goods and the services which is based on the demand and the supply. Means it helps in the determination of the relative prices of the different types of the goods and services which is based on the demand and the supply. Then fourth one is the optimum utilization of the resources. Here the microeconomics which explains the conditions of the efficiency in both the production and the consumption from the optimum level. Means here the microeconomics which may be explain the conditions of the efficiency in the both, means the production process, likewise the consumption process from the optimum level. Then fifth point is the economic policy. Here the microeconomics which helps in the formulate the various economic policies and the economic plans to promote all-round economic development. Means with the help of the microeconomics, the economic or economist they may be formulate the different types of the economic policies, or they may be formulate the different types of the economic plan, because to promote the overall development of our economy. Then next concept is the international trade. Here the microeconomics, which is helpful to explain the gains from the international trade, balance of payment, and the determination of the exchange rate. Means here the microeconomics, which is useful to explain the gains which is derived from the international trade or international business, likewise which is gain by the balance of payments and determination of the exchange rate. Next point is the market structure. Here the microeconomics is not only analyzes the economic condition, but it also studies the social needs under the different types of the market conditions. See here the microeconomics, which not only explains the economic condition, but it also studies the social needs under the different types of the market. For example, the monopoly market, duopoly market, oligopoly market. And the last point is the solution to the problem of choice. Students, in day-to-day life, we face the problem of choice, which arises from the unlimited wants of the human beings and limited resources. Means all of you know the human wants are unlimited, but the resources which satisfy these wants, these are the limited, and that is why the problem of choice arises. So the knowledge of the microeconomics, which helps to find not only the solution to that problem, but also to learn the proper use of the wealth. Means with the help of the microeconomics, we find the solution to the problem which arises in front of us, and likewise we also learn the proper use of the wealth. Means all these are the uses of the microeconomics. So students, these all are the uses of the microeconomics. Means the microeconomics plays the very significant role in the economic analysis. It has both, means the theoretical and practical validity. Means according to the Keynes, microeconomics is a necessary part of the one's apparatus thought. But students, there are some differences between the micro and the macro. Then what are the differences between the micro and macroeconomics? First difference between the micro and the macroeconomics is the microeconomics, which studies the behavior of individual units of economy. Means it deals only the small part or small units of the economy, and it only study the behavior of the small units of economy. Whereas the macroeconomics, which studies the behavior of aggregates of the economy as whole. Means in the macroeconomics, it studies the overall performance of the economy. Then, how the scope of the microeconomics? The scope of the microeconomics is narrow, whereas the scope of the macroeconomics is wide. Then, what are the tools of the microeconomics? The demand and the supply. These are the main tools in the microeconomics. And in the macroeconomics, aggregate demand means the total demand and aggregate supply means total supply. These are the main tools, means the total demand and the total supply are the main tools here. Why? Because it studies the overall performance of the economy. Then what is the aim of the microeconomics? The aim of the microeconomics is to determine the price of the commodity, whereas the aim of the macroeconomics is to determine the income and employment level of the economy. And here means in the microeconomics, the economic agents means the individual person or individual firm, they only thinks about their own interest and the profit. Means here each and every economic agent, they only think about their own interest and about their own profit. But in the macroeconomics, the economic agents, they thinks the maximum welfare of the society. Means here the economic agents, they only thinks the only the welfare of the society, not their own interest and the profit. Here the related theories of the microeconomics are the theory of price, the theory of consumer behavior. And in the macroeconomics, the related theories are the theory of consumption and the investment, the theory of related to the employment. So students, these all are the differences between the micro and the macroeconomics. So students, in today's lecture, we discussed about what is the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. Means we discussed about the meaning of the micro and the macroeconomics with the help of an example. Likewise, we also discussed about the uses of the microeconomics, and last point we discussed what are the differences between the micro and the macroeconomics. Hope all of you understood all these concepts. Thank you.